You like? Don't be scared.
Welcome, I am Mariah, and I invite you to join me in my kitchen as I prepare a meal that's easy to make if you have a short schedule and you need something quick to make on a weeknight, and even something that looks beautiful to impress all your friends. I am making golden chicken. So as you can see, I have 4 chicken breasts here. What you need to do, this is like one of my favorite things to do, is pounding stuff out. I don't know, I just really makes you feel like you're doing something. So you want to get your chicken, you put it in a Ziploc bag to protect you from all the chicken splatters. And I got my mallet. This mallet I actually got from Colombia, from Bogota, from a lady on the street was making mallets and like random other kitchen tools. And that was one of the things that I used to like to get when I would go and travel, were things that I could use in the kitchen. Some people bring back magnets, but I like to bring back mallets. So I just finished pounding out all my chicken. You always want to make sure that you wash your hands. Chicken is full of bacteria. You don't want to get no salmonellas. So I'm very weird when it comes to meat, poultry, and washing and all that type of stuff. So make sure you wash your hands whenever you're handling chicken or poultry, in between any steps that you're handling it by your hands. Okay, so now that we have our chicken pounded out, now we need to create a station of where we are going to get our chicken and get it coated. And there's 3 different stages. The first stage is going to be all-purpose flour. This is going to help your chicken coating to adhere to it. So I like using paper plates because I don't like washing dishes. So it just makes it easy. So you want to get some flour, just all-purpose flour that you use for baking cakes or whatnot. You get your flour going, a little bit of that, and then your second station is going to be a dredge of egg, and your third station is going to be breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese. I'm using some delicious store-bought Italian-style breadcrumbs. They look delicious, they look cute because they got some fresh herbs in there, which gives you that nice color. And I'm actually going to add some of my own fresh parsley to give it a little bit of freshness. Salt and pepper. Each piece. And as you can see, I'm not using this other hand. So, as you can see, I have my flour here. I put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, just adjust it to taste. Again, I will leave the recipe. It'll be actually on my website, iamariah.com, for all the full details and the exact measurements. Ooh, a little flour on me. That's all right. It's just flour. For all the details of everything that I'm preparing right now. So I have my all-purpose flour with salt and pepper. I love using kosher salt. It's my favorite salt. The only salt that's actually in my house is kosher salt. The texture of it is wonderful. It's nice thick granules where when you put it on meat or chicken, it kind of just melts into the meat. So it's my salt of choice. And here I have my Italian breadcrumbs and some fresh shredded Parmesan cheese. And I'm just mixing that. And I have my station ready. So we have our station ready. It helps when you have everything ready to go, so there's no breaks and you don't have to fuss and look for things. I'm ready to get my chicken going and get it coated. So we got our chicken breast that I flattened out with my mallet. So first thing I'm gonna do is coat it in the flour. What this is gonna do is it's gonna allow everything else to adhere to the chicken. So you got your flour. This is a little messy, so I don't know. I like it. I think it's fun. And you're gonna get your chicken in there. You're gonna get it in your egg. This is just straight up eggs that I whipped up, broke the yolks a little bit and just created this nice mixed egg mixture. So we got that. So that flour helps the egg stick to it. You can't just put chicken and straight up egg, otherwise all of your delicious breading and Parmesan is just gonna come right off the chicken. So that's what that flour is for. Look at that. Look at that. Nice coating. Nice coated golden chicken. And once we get this going, first step, done. Easy. This is easy. This is something if you have children. Children love getting messy and doing stuff like this. So we put them to work. Give them some chicken breast and some breadcrumbs and let them do it. Saves you half the battle. But I like it. It's fun. So my chicken, I sprinkled a little salt and pepper on it too. So that's the first thing. And then you got your flour, all-purpose flour, a little salt, a little pepper, your egg wash. Get that going. Look at that. How shake. You want to shake off too. Shake off that egg excess because you don't want it to be thickly coated. You just want just a light wash of egg. Look at that. I got my breadcrumbs and my Parmesan. Okay, so we got our chicken breaded. It's ready to go. I got my eye heating up, and what you need is a little bit of butter. I always keep butter in my refrigerator. Butter is delicious. If you have margarine in your refrigerator, please throw it away because margarine is garbage. It's trash. There's so many ingredients in margarine. I don't know why people use it. Butter has like 3 ingredients, like cream, salt, I don't know, like one other thing. But it's so much better for you than all this margarine that they put like 100 ingredients in. So we're gonna put, I don't know, a little slab of butter. And the butter we're just using for flavor. We're gonna use a little bit of oil. You just wanna put, you recording? You just wanna put 2 in. You don't wanna overcrowd your pan because when you overcrowd it, it lowers the temperature of the cooking. So this pan, 2. That chicken got kind of big. I don't know, I pounded that chicken and it got right. So just 2. I probably could only maybe put 1 in, but if you're really hungry and you're in a rush to prepare dinner, I think 2 for this pan is okay. So we got our chicken cooking here, and I got my tongs, and I think it's ready to flip. You just want to cook it like 3 minutes per side, just until it's golden brown, hence golden chicken. And oh, look at that. That's what we want. Look at that beautiful brown color. You want that golden, beautiful brown. Just where it gets nice and crisp and the exterior is just even. So you want this beautiful brown color. So we got our chicken cooking. It's getting this nice, beautiful brown color. I have it on medium to high, only because I put 2 chicken breasts in the pan, and I wanted the temperature to remain constant. So we got that going. I'm not going to touch it. That's what you can't touch it. You touch it, you got to let it do its thing so that you get that nice, beautiful brown crust. So I put my tongs up, and I'm letting it do that. So now, while that's cooking, I'm going to prepare my vinaigrette for my arugula fresh green salad that I'm going to top the chicken with. So the great thing about what's happening right now is that it's June. June means that it's time for a new season of delicious, beautiful produce. Right now, lemons are in season, arugula is in season, and I like to use seasonal ingredients. They taste better, they look better, they're more available, and the costs are more cheap. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some arugula, some lemon, check the chicken, make sure it's not burning. Tongs. Oh, that's good. Ah. Yeah, look at that. Oh, okay. I think this chicken is almost done. Okay. Well, let this go just for a couple more minutes. Turn down the temperature just a little bit because it's cooking rather fast. And get my lemons going for my vinaigrette. Keep an eye out on that chicken. So these are fresh lemons that I got at my local grocery store. They smell delicious. Nice, firm. And I think my chicken's ready. Let's see if I can. Oh Lord. So I got a paper plate lined with some paper towels just to absorb some of that excess oil. Because we don't want it to be oily or greasy. We just want it to have that beautiful crust on the outside. I can't even pick it up with this tongs. Oh, these tongs. Oh, my fish flipper. Oh, yeah. Fish flipper always saves the day. Fish flipper. So we're just going to let that, we don't want to put it on top of each other because we don't want it to get sogged up. And we're going to put our next piece in there while it's nice and hot. Look at that. These are some big pieces of chicken. Now, these are too large. You can always cut them in half. Our oil is starting to brown a little bit, so what we want to do is probably add a little bit of canola, just a tad, to get that temperature back to where we need it to be. And got our chicken going. We're probably going to put a new fresh pat butter in there just to get that flavor for this new chicken. We're going to put, okay. I'll put that in there. A sizzle. Got that going, okay? And you know what? This chicken that we put out, that we just got out, I'm gonna top it with a little, look how I do that. Look how I do a little fresh kosher salt. While it's warm, it's gonna melt into the meat, right? Then we got this chicken going. I'm gonna put a little bit of butter in here. Just a little tab. Just a little, let me show you what this is. Just a little tab of butter. Just like that. You just wanna, look at that. And look at, when you hear the sizzle, then it makes you feel like you're doing something. It makes you feel like, you know, even if you don't know how to cook, you don't know what you're doing, whatever, you have people over, company, you're like, oh, let me cook dinner for you. And you're in the kitchen and something's sizzling and bubbling, and you just shake the pan like that. It looks like you're really doing something. And if your end result is delicious, over. Just get ready, because people always want you to cook dinner for them. Because after they taste this, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you made this delicious golden chicken for me, and oh, it was so good. Oh, you're going to be like the talk of like your job, like for the next like couple weeks. So we got that going. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. Let that do its thing. Those are resting. Put the butter up because I'm done. I like to clean as I go, so when I'm done, I don't have a huge mess to clean up. Put this in the refrigerator. And arugula salad. So I got some fresh arugula. Arugula has a delicious peppery taste to it. It gives you that fresh green taste, and then it has like a little peppery bite to it. And it holds up well to like a vinaigrette, so you don't have to worry about it getting soggy. So my chicken is getting brown. Turn that down a little bit. The temperature rose to where I need it to be. Check it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Woo. Okay. So we're gonna let that turn it down just a little bit. So you want to make sure your chicken cooks. You want that brown golden color. You also want to make sure it cooks. So get a bowl. And you want to get your arugula. A little fresh arugula. And you know what? I'm going to do? Use what you have on hand. I looked in the refrigerator. I was like, oh, I have some spinach and some baby kale. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to toss that in there. It's green. It's good for you. And it's pretty. And there's some chard in here. So chard has that beautiful red color. I'm just going to toss that in there. So if you have some of that in your refrigerator, use it. It's fine. Got that going. Check the chicken. Just to make sure it's good. Okay, it's still, all right. We'll let that, it's a lot of chicken. This is more chicken than I anticipated making. That's all right. Get that going. I'm gonna make a vinaigrette out of some fresh lemons. You know what? I'm gonna be fancy. And I'm gonna use my lemon squeezer. I was gonna squeeze it by hand, but look at that. We got that. Look at that, how it comes out. And we're gonna do this again. Get some fresh lemon in there. Oh, lemon is an antibacterial, so if you get it all over the counter, it's good because it keeps things fresh. Check the chicken. Look at this chicken. I always feel like the second batch comes out the best. It's like your first batch is like, it's good. The second one is like, that's the one that everybody wants. Ooh, look at that. It's tender. It's tender. All right, we're gonna let that cook just for a little bit longer. We'll lower it just so the insides get nice and cooked. Then we're gonna do this. Oh yeah, multitasking. Do that like that. So I'm gonna make a vinaigrette for these fresh greens. And the vinaigrette, all it is lemon juice, a little salt, a little pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. Look at that, look. It's a chef move, look at it. You got that. Some fresh black pepper. This ain't in the little, so I'm just gonna go like this so I don't just shake a little bit in there like this. Fresh ground pepper, go like that. Chicken's still doing okay, and we got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just a little bit like that. And you just want to get a fork. You just want to emulsify it. Basically, just mix it up. Easy. This is actually quite a lot. I'm not going to use it for all these greens. But you just want to just toss it. Toss it in your greens. You get all that flavor on there. Just not too much to where it's overdressed. Ooh, I do not like an overdressed salad. Just so it gets that flavor. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Got it all over the counter. We'll just put this over here. Look at it. Okay. Chicken. Oh, fish flipper. Oh, fish flipper. Okay. Is it? Okay. I feel like it needs to cook a little bit more. These pieces are a little bit thicker than the first ones that I cooked. So, just to make sure, I'm going to cook it just for a couple more minutes. Okay, so after a few minutes, we have a delicious meal. And we have our delicious golden chicken. And now it's time for plating. Plating matters because we eat with our eyes first. So we have our delicious chicken. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Okay, it's hot. All right, okay. So we got our delicious golden chicken. We have our beautiful, oops, one thing. Whenever you finish your chicken, you wanna always finish it with a little salt. Just a little bit. So as it's hot, it melts into the meat. We have our delicious arugula, spinach, fresh charred salad. We want to put that right on top. We're going to create some height. And the great thing about these greens is that they don't really turn into mush with heat. They are able to sustain their nice bite to it. Even with the vinaigrette, with the heat, they're not going to turn all mushy because of the kind of greens that they are. So we want to create a nice little pile on the top. To make food look pretty, you got to create height, create a 3D appearance. So look at that. We want to finish it with a little fresh Parmesan just on the top. Don't make it look perfect. Perfection is when, you just want to make it look like I just cooked and just threw something together. That's what makes food look delicious. Fresh Parmesan. Finish it with a little fresh squeeze of a lemon just to give it some brightness and some acidity. Okay, we got that. We use a little bit of lemon zest to finish it off. Lemon zest is just delicious. It has the oils of the lemon. It really just opens up all the notes and kind of just brings the dish together. So now, look at that. Look at that. This looks fancy. This looks like something you would order at a restaurant and they would charge you $21 for. but you made this at home. Imagine having your friends come over and you present them with this meal. This is impressive, okay? And this is something that your kids will eat because they'll probably think it's like fried chicken or like chicken tenders. You could add this, like add some angel hair pasta, add some potatoes if you want some carbs. But this is a delicious meal that can be created on an easy, quick weeknight. You know, when you want to throw something together. This is, okay, so let's taste it. Tasting it is like, look at that, juicy chicken. Gotta make sure you get a bite of that arugula and that Parmesan. That is good. Immediately, I'm hit with those notes of that lemon. That's the first things that my taste buds start thinking about. It's like, what is that? It's lemon. It's fresh. It's aromatic. And then you get that peppery taste of that arugula, the fresh green, that crispiness of that chicken. And it's juicy. Look how juicy that is. Let me know how it turns out. I would love to hear about it. I am Mariah. Create, live, inspire.
You like?